Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here talking about some NFL news, so let's get around to it here. So, got some stuff here from Dolph Kleeman. There'll probably be some more news throughout the day, so I might have another info news video, we'll see, after I get through all the college football stuff today. So, per report, the hashtag Jets are parting ways with former hashtag Packers safety, Adrian Amos, per at Tom Pelissero. So, he only started 3 of the 11 games he played this season, and now they're going to part ways with him. It's probably good for him, I guess. Maybe someone will sign him. Maybe he wasn't that good overall. Kind of a sad fall off. Maybe he could go back to the Packers and play better. Because I felt like he was better with the Packers than the Jets. So I don't know who will sign him. Maybe he could go back to the Packers. Maybe he'd want to go to a contender where he could be some good depth on a team. But he was pretty bad in the games he played this year, though. But we also got a Purdy report. So, hashtag Panthers will be activating former 8th overall pick starting cornerback J.C. Horn from injured reserve, per at Jay Fowler ESPN. He hasn't played since week 1 where he suffered an injury, so he's officially getting activated, and he'll be back in the Panthers' next game. Good to see him back. He should be a huge boost, for that Panthers defense, especially that secondary. And hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Because he's been really good when healthy. When he's been healthy and out there, he's been really good for him. It's just he's always, throughout his career so far, he's just been dealing with injuries. Hopefully he can come back this time and, not get injured and stay healthy. And show why he was, a top 10 pick. Because he's really good. But maybe they'll win another game, I don't know. But they've activated him. He's been out since week 1 with like a hamstring issue. It's still unclear whether he'll play Sunday though. It'll be nice if he can stay healthy, because he's a nice young piece in their defense, like with Brian Burns. But we'll see what happens though. See if he can stay healthy. So an update. The hashtag Jaguars are optimistic that starting running back Travis Etienne will be able to play week 13 against the hashtag Bengals, per Jay Fowler ESPN. So apparently Travis Etienne got injured, I believe, in their last game. They're optimistic that he'll be able to play. But that would be great news though if they have Travis Etienne in that game. But even without him, I think they win, because the Bengals don't have Joe Burrow. Jake Browning's still a quarterback. But D'Ernest Johnson's been really good, so you can let him race, play D'Ernest Johnson maybe. Because it's not like you have to force Travis Etienne out there to play against the Bengals, because I think they'll win regardless. So, happy birthday to Aaron Rodgers. The Jets QB turns 40 years old today. His wish is probably a doctor's note that he can return to play football on Sunday. He should just rest up and focus next season and be 100%. But yeah, happy birthday to Mr. Aaron Rodgers, turning 40. That's all the news so far from today. Just a little bit there, it's 3 minutes, but we'll talk about some more news yesterday to go over that. Obviously, I didn't know if you want to go home from school, so I just talked about what was there, so we'll talk about some more from yesterday. So, trending. Eagles legend wide receiver Deshaun Jackson is that back in 2020, he told GM Howie Roseman that then rookie QB Jalen Hurts was better than Carson Wentz. Wentz just signed a $128 million contract extension the year prior, but clearly Jackson knew Hurts was the real deal early on. Full quote, "I was lobbying for Jalen Hurts back when we had Carson Wentz at that time. When everyone was like, why would we take Jalen Hurts in the second round? I remember we were practicing. Jalen was the backup behind Wentz, and we were sitting back. Me, Howie, I think Alshon Jeffrey and Jalen was going versus starting defense, because when you're the backup, you go versus the one. So sitting there watching, I'm just seeing him slinging the ball and he's making crazy plays. I look back at Howie and said, Howie, I told you that kid's going to be special, man. It's kind of funny how players always seem to know when someone not playing should be playing. Except everyone knows except coach. But Deshaun Jackson knew. Everyone knew. It's crazy, but the main people that hate on Jalen was his own fans. He's just way better than Carson Wentz. So, the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL, according to Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, by the order Hill naming them in the... Nope. So, Tyreek Hill, top 5 he said was Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams in his top 5. He didn't put him. Mike Evans is at 1. I don't know if I put him at 1. I think he was naming him the other way around. I don't think he put Mike Evans at 1. But Mike Evans is definitely underrated as hell, though. But he picked the guys that have been around pretty long. I would put Justin Jefferson up there as well. So we had some news yesterday. Hashtag the hashtag Patriots have indeed benched QB Mac Jones and will start 2022 4th round pick QB Bailey Zappi over him per at Jeff Foe. There's also a package of plays for rookie QB / wide receiver Malik Cunningham per the report. The Pats play the hashtag Chargers on Sunday, so it's official. Mac Jones has been benched and Bailey Zappi will start over him, and apparently there's going to be a package of plays from Malik Cunningham. We all know this. There's also no point in playing Zappi. Just let Malik Cunningham play and see what you have there. Mac Jones has been benched like 3 or 4 times, dude. It's crazy. So, per your report, turns out hashtag Browns tight end David Njoku burned 17% of his body in his bonfire accident, with his doctor saying probably the most painful burn you can have. Njoku is finally going into detail about what happened earlier this year when he nearly a quarter of his body was burned in the serious accident. Speaking about his return game, after the game, when I took off my helmet, I looked at myself in the face and it was just tore up. Now Njoku is using his platform to speak out on burn victim advocacy. The fact he played still is insane. That's the craziest part. He played in the very next game. It was just pretty much a bonfire accident. I think he was lighting a fire pit at his home and the pit exploded. So, kind of a pretty disturbing thing here. So, Jamal Adams got scored on last night versus Jake Ferguson for the game leading touchdown. And a media reporter, Connor Hughes, said just yikes. And then Jamal Adams quote tweets and says yikes with a emoji or whatever. He says yikes. I don't get his point here. You get criticized for your poor play, and then you go after this reporter's woman. And I don't know what. I mean, I'm looking at her right here. She doesn't look bad. She looks pretty normal blonde chick. Jamal Adams probably likes fat chicks, confirmed. But the New York media is returning fire at Jamal Adams after he attacked the family reporter via Brian Collins. I've covered a lot of players through the years, never met any who was more of a phony than Jamal Adams. I always thought he was a bad guy, so he proved he's even worse than I thought. He deserves the hate. You don't go after a man's family. Like, I don't care if somebody says yikes. It's not cool. Because you get criticized for your poor play, and you go and do that. And people say, oh, I don't see anything wrong with it. She doesn't have anything to do with his football play. But yeah, it's really all the NFL stuff here from Dolph Kleeman. So now we have some injury updates here from Adam Schefter. So Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins and linebacker Logan Wilson will play Monday night versus the Jaguars. Bengals quarterback Cam Taylor-Britt, who sprained his ankle at practice week, will not. So Cam Taylor-Britt sprained his ankle at practice and he will not play Monday night. But Logan Wilson and T. Higgins will play. So the Colts have elevated running back Tyler Goodson and wide receiver DJ Montgomery to their active roster from the practice squad for Sunday's game versus the Titans. Now, the Browns have officially elevated QB Joe Flacco from their practice squad to their active roster to start Sunday's game versus the Rams. We'll see how he looks out there. And we got an update to Travis Etienne. Doug Peterson told reporters that he expects him to play Monday night despite the rib injury and limited practice time. I mean, he's one of their key players, so I'm not really, surprised. So, for the first time in more than a month, Pittsburgh Steelers safety Minkah Fitzpatrick expects to suit up and take the field Sunday versus Arizona. So, it looks like Minkah Fitzpatrick's finally going to play. One of the best safeties in the league is back. So, yeah, it's all the stuff from Adam Schefter. See if we have anything from Ian Rappaport. Nope. So that's really it. So that's all to say for this NFL video. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.